Here he comes in now. Dipping in, going sideways, smoke is on. Here's Richard Goodwin with a pit special. And what is that extraordinary noise that you're hearing? Well, it hasn't just got one normal engine on the front, it's a very big piston engine, but actually, up the front end of the fuselage, it's got two little jet engines as well, and that's what you heard suddenly kick in, and that enables the aircraft to go virtually keep going up, and then stopping in a hover. It's quite exceptional. And this man being right at the sharp end of really outstanding, unlimited professional aerobatic activity, rarely flies in a straight line, always throwing in turns. Here he is, spinning down towards the sea, all perfectly under control, and actually the head is going whizzing around. Imagine putting yourself in the spin dryer and just selecting fast spin for the next 10 minutes. You can imagine how you might feel, but in the hands of this guy, absolutely consummate and very, very dedicated, committed pilot and flying. This aircraft built from scratch over a period of 4 years. It's based on a Pitts SQS fuselage and incorporated with a whole person that really made that famous towards the end of the 40s, early 50s was actually a lady called Betty Skelton, and she nicknamed her aircraft the Little Stickler. And if you're ever across in Washington DC at the Dallas airfield, then there's an extension of the Smithsonian exhibition in there, and before you go to the space shuttle, look up above you and you'll find Betty Skelton's original pit special hanging upside down from the roof of that particular museum. Looking back at Richard Earl and his extraordinary machine, he spent thousands of hours in modifying this and bringing up to spec, years and years of his time, building the wooden wings himself, and just making all the parts a little bit bigger. Well, the routine, as I mentioned, is just between sort of 9 and 10 minutes, and the majority of the up and down, left and right, what we call the AXs, just 150 meters from you. It's been modified to fly with additional thrust from those two Lynx jet engines, and they have two completely different operating systems, two completely different fuel flow systems as well, giving them a total available thrust of this aircraft up to over 1,600 pounds, which is exceptional for an aircraft of this size and class. The main engine, like I'm in 540, gives you a good 30 pounds worth of anything. And here is a classic example of holding the aircraft literally just hovering in the sky, a little bit of forward flight, and he needs that just to make the ailerons remain effective as well, otherwise it may be tricky controlling the aircraft. And you'll see what happens when he does literally this holding, because there it is now, that is literally the Pitts Harrier right in front of your eyes. From all those years ago, and not least here we have a 3 aircraft in formation all the way from Duxford, the home of so much historic aviation, coming in from the left-hand side. And as I say, this absolutely unique. Leading from the front, a Blenheim, and then flanked with the notable Spitfire and a P-51 Mustang, the D-Day Combine from Duxford. Moment, as well as a delightful piece of flying. Alongside that you can hear the mighty roar of the Nimbus engine from the helicopter on the far side, the Wasp, And just pulling up now in front of us, breaking the formation, the Black Cat's Wildcat. Wasp now braking. And here gracefully, join those guys, Tiffany, wonderful great albatross of the sea. Delightful approach and arrival. The PBY Catalina flying boat. As it fitted, the many of the Sea Kings had a little tiny little control in the back, so the rear crew operators were able to just get around 10% worth of the maneuverability of the aircraft in their own hands. And just to do those final pilots installed and limited ground attacks. Please welcome Tony De Bruyne and the OB-10 Bronco. Twin Garrett power turbo prop aircraft for the EU, and also through Short's S67 Skyline.